delighted as I sit here with our next guest, Manish Chopra, who is the publishing director of Gulf Business, some of our new dear friends. Manish, great to have you with us today.
Likewise, thank you for having me.
Well, first off, for our audience, particularly stateside, who hasn't heard of all the great things happening with Gulf Business, maybe you could tell us a little bit about what you guys have been doing and a little bit of the mission.
Sure. Vince, Gulf Business is the oldest English business monthly title in the region. We are part of Motivate Media Group, which itself is one of the largest media conglomerate in the region. We started 45 years ago,
Wow.
and even now we have been going very successful. And Gulf Business is about to complete 30 years in the region.
That's incredible. I didn't realize. So you were really early days going back.
Exactly. We were here when nobody was here.
Well, and I can't imagine just the growth that you've seen. It seems like every year there's 5 or 10 years worth of growth.
Absolutely. And it is hard to believe that this region still has a lot of faith instilled in print. People love to see themselves, read about themselves in the print magazines. And that's how our circulation is only growing year on year.
That's incredible because I do miss print and really high quality print. And what you all put out is just a magnificent product. It's just, it's beautiful to look at. And then when you get to the content, absolutely amazing. You know, I wanted to talk a little bit about the Gulf Business Awards. You really pioneered that, and it's really become one of the highest accolades that you could achieve by getting one of those awards. So maybe you can share a little bit about that.
Well, thanks to the vision of our management and our founders, very early on they realized that this region is only going to evolve in a more prospective way. And the business leaders out over here need to be outshining. So they introduced the Gulf Business Awards. We just recently completed the 14th edition of it. It's a gathering of 500 top-notch business leaders from across the region, from various industries, different categories, both leadership and company levels. And the Gulf Business team awards them, and there is a third-party jury which evaluates. So it's a very credible forum to be awarded on.
Well, I think that goes back to so much of the success of Gulf Business that I've seen from a bit of the outside is the authenticity and the credibility that it really means something to be associated
True,
here.
very true, very true.
I want to talk a little bit about the Gulf Business Saudi Summit, which is another one of the high-profile summits that you conduct. Could you talk to us a bit about that?
We are actually pioneers of something like this that's happening in the region. Motivate has been one of the first media houses to go on ground and create that on-ground engagement with the readers through our panel discussions and conferences and summits. Gulf Business was not far behind. We started our panel and summits journey from Dubai. And very successfully, we have been doing that for a couple of years now. And then, of course, as Saudi is evolving, it was important to have that engagement done here as well. Based on that, in September 2025, we launched our first Gulf Business Saudi Summit. This was basically understanding the Saudi Vision 2030, the top key players that are reshaping the future of Saudi and its businesses, and having a very engaged dialogue with the top-notch experts so that right from the on-ground level to the top-tier level, where is this country heading and how we can be part of the evolution and success.
Well, clearly part of the fabric, and I'm getting the signal that we have to wrap up, Manish, but before we go, I've got to give a little shout out here. Tell us what you're doing here at Cityscape Global 2025 before we have to leave.
We are a strategic partner with Tahalluf, the organizers of Cityscape, and as part of the strategic relationship, we are also the exclusive publishers of the official Cityscape magazine that is being distributed here and across the region. Please get your copies now.
Great. Manish, so good to speak to you.